Hello everyone, Athena Artiste here with what is going to be the full playthrough, the full release version of We Happy Few. I've deliberately waited a little over a month since the game came out in hopes that there would be some patches and things to the game, because I noticed when it came out that there were still some bugs and things here and there, but well, I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll go through and we'll start a new game and we will see. Hopefully we won't run into too many serious bugs. Now, the first thing I have to share is that there's apparently no way for me to skip the... Well, wait a minute now. I want to... There's no way for me to skip the prologue cutscene that you get. So what I'll have to do here is put a time on the screen here for you that will tell you what how far you have to skip ahead if you want to skip that. And we are going to be starting, of course, with Arthur, who we've played with before.
Oh, heavens no. Oh, God.
It is very dangerous to put your hands outside the windows of the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! Where did you go? Arthur! Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
Okay, here we finally get to make our first decision, which is, are we going to remember, specifically Arthur's brother Percy, or are we going to take our joy but then we wouldn't be able to play the game. So obviously we're going to choose to remember.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur, where are you?
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Oh, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
Now that is Arthur's boss, and Arthur's job is to take anything that might be disturbing or upsetting to people out of the newspaper archives. So now we're going to put our power cell in and sit back down, and we are going to accept this one.
There is now a curfew in effect at night. Any civilian on the street...
What are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other. That's what we'll do.
Right. Nobody's having nightmares over that.
How does she know?
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card.
Now she's left. But keep in mind, there's 3 different acts to the game in which we play different characters.
Thank you.
And we actually meet quite a few of the same characters, but our perception and interactions with them are very, very different depending upon who we're playing at the time. Now, with Arthur now choosing to remember things, I'm going to have him accept all of those, even though some may consider some of those articles questionable. And I will take my power cell with me. Now, Arthur's office here, as you can see, he is Employee of the Year, and his office is very tidy and neat. And unfortunately, even though it allows us to do some searching of things, and we may even find some things here and there, we're not going to be able to keep anything. So I'm not going to bother wasting my time in doing that. And here we have
Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course, he'd have to break the tube to get out. That would break it for everybody.
Now see, that's the other thing, is now that Arthur's stopped taking his joy, he's actually going to start noticing much more things that he may not have really noticed. Now here's Clive's office.
Clive Birthwhistle. You're off at the party, aren't you?
And this is a letter from his boss to Clive, where she's talking about him wanting to switch his office with Arthur, that is us. And she's suggesting that if Prue doesn't return, he may offer him Prue's office. But you'll notice that Clive's office is nowhere as neat and tidy. And in fact, there's a scrap of paper right there where we read Clive's terrible handwriting, where he's talking about Arthur being a downer.
That little shit. He wants my view.
Well, we can't do much to Clive, unfortunately. I'm going to steal his power cell. But again, it's not going to matter because nothing we could take and everything at this point in the game we won't be able to keep. Now, if we go down the hall a bit further, here is a door, and you can just make out that that's Prue's office.
Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
Now, this is someone that Arthur was rather fond of. And he's realizing she's been gone for much longer than he thought. I mean, her fruit basket here is totally rotten. And even her welcome back sign is falling apart. Like the glue's giving out on it. But
You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did she go?
Prue was fascinated with travel and really liked it. Now, unfortunately, there's not much else we could do here, and I'm not going to mess again with her stuff. Because it doesn't really matter much. We go down this hall a bit further. Now, here is Popkin Jones's office.
I did take them. No, leave me alone. I took my joy. No, leave me alone. No.
And this is our first experience with a doctor.
Oh, hi, Arthur.
Whose answer to everything is to shoot people up with joy. Now, Arthur has, of course, decided not to take his joy.
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention
So we
it.
can't get into some of these, but you'll notice that everything's all backed up. And no, we can't really even search him anything. There's another power cell down there. Now there's Uncle Jack. Now Uncle Jack, again, is a very important character in the story. And we will see him mainly on the telly like this, or hear his voice over the radio. Now here's we notice that one of the pneumatic tubes is actually broken, and all those little canisters are spilling out on the floor. In fact, somebody's put a bucket there to catch them. Now that's supposed to be, I don't know what that's supposed to be, the elevator, but it's out for lunch. Now here's the conference room where we're supposed to go for the piñata birthday party. Sorry, I had to put my mouse down and it's waving all over the place.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out.
Well, that is the traditional
Hit
thing
it.
That's traditionally what you find in a piñata, is a lot of sweets.
Give it a whack!
What are you waiting for?
Now, don't ask me which one is Clive.
Mash
That must be
it.
Deidre
Smash
there.
it.
Let's see.
Smash it.
Oh dear, we didn't get candy.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Well,
Your joy. Take your joy. Take your
now
Take your
Probably a
joy.
bad time to ask for that raise.
Take your
Arthur's
Take your joy.
going to have to try to escape if he can,
Your joy. Take your joy.
so that he's not going to be forced into taking Joy, because he wants to remember his brother. Oh! The Bobbies!
We've got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you!
You smelled gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
Okay.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village. Those
And then-
bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
And now we are where we could finally actually start playing the game and accumulating things. And as per usual, I will be collecting, in this sort of games, I'm going to be collecting everything I can, although I can't carry very much at this point. My weight limit at this point is 100 pounds. And this area where I've started is called Barrow, Holm, which is actually sort of a tutorial area to introduce you to many aspects of the game. And I've got a fly that is absolutely driving me bats. So now we can start. We're going to search this desk, and we didn't find anything. And look and see if I see anything on top. I thought there was a sovereign right there. There it is. Now, is there anything? There's a pile of coins. I'm not sure what the equivalence would be. I'm a U.S. citizen, obviously, so I don't know what the exchange rate, even back in the 60s, which is when this is supposed to be taking place, as to what sovereigns would be worth in U.S. dollars. So we're just going to have to take things as they are. Now there's Uncle Jack we're hearing on the voice. Now there's some bobby pins. I don't see anything there on top of that desk. Oh, now there's a duct tape. I don't see anything there on that one. Let's go around. Well, I think that's a sovereign there, yep. Don't see anything there. There's another bobby pin. Now, I can choose to turn off the radio, but I'm not going to do that. Pick up some more bobby pins and a duct tape. I've got an empty pill bottle. Now, wait a minute. Thought that was something there. Guess not. It's kind of hard to tell at times. Now we're going to do tie a string. This is from Jim Watt, who's the boss, to Mr. Rupert Underhill. Now, I'm not going to read all of these, the notes. I'll bring them up here on screen because, well, I've read so many of these so many times. But if I think there's something important to what's going on in the story, yes, I will go ahead and point that out. But you'll notice that here we've already, let's just make sure we've looked at all of our notes we've found so far. Now, there's a pile of coins. Some more bobby pins. Nothing in the fridge, darn it. Now there's another memo. Now this is from Rupert to his boss. He's not off his jaw, he's lost the plot completely, and he's hoarding all the carrots. Okay. This... Well, I don't think that's a workstation exactly. We'll have plenty of workstations later on. Now let's go over here to the water closet. Now there was a sound. We heard something there. Nothing in there, but I can get a nice drink of water, which will help me keep hydrated. Now here is something from the Diary of Prudence. This is new. She's talking about a Mr. Kite and his instructions to find something in an abandoned house, but she says they're all abandoned. And what is she supposed to do with these wastrels and everything?
Prudence really did run off. And she ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again.
I don't know, Arthur. We'll just have to find out. And there's a dirty bandage there. I don't like using dirty bandages as they seem to... Well, not always, but they can cause infections. So one of the first things I'm going to do, how much money do we have so far? 23, is I'm going to find a vending machine shortly, and we will buy some regular bandages.
I'll need some odds and bobs and bits of...
So let's make ourselves a couple lockpicks. We can do 2 right now.
That's all to make up. There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off.
And you'll notice our smiley face turned to a frowning one, because people will not like it if you're doing things that they consider suspicious.
Or rather, who?
Now this first item is an electroshocker. Now everything we can open up, like anything from safes to doors to key locks and things, many of them can be opened with an electroshocker, but they're only good for one use. Oh, now this is Rupert Underhill, our fellow that was writing the notes. And he doesn't have anything on him. So, now that's a memory fragment, I believe. That's what I'm calling them. Because they trigger a cutscene for us.
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But they hurt the city.
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
Now, Percy, as you may have possibly figured out, is a bit slow, as they call it, at this time. That doesn't mean he's stupid. Not at all. Oh, there's an empty syringe. Percy's actually a pretty smart fellow. Now, you'll notice we can't turn on the power to this yet.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to.
Oh, I guess we
yet.
can.
The hatch looks shut. I'm going to need a way to
So we've got to
unlock
get that
it.
open.
There must be a switch in one of these rooms.
Now, there's another. This is the diary of Theodore Minor, Teddy, I believe. The fellow that was hoarding all the carrots and stuff. Yeah, his tenor of his notes definitely changes over time. And now he's talking about and we come to the end of our times. Now I'm going to get into my pneumatic stash because right now I don't carry too much. I think it's 3 pounds worth, but still my stash is unlimited. So I might as well put in as many things as I don't plan to haul about with me. And I'm going to put in all of these things that I don't want to haul around with me. And let's go to the container, because what I actually want to get out is my Jolly Brawly, which is something I get because I bought the game during early access, which is a non-lethal weapon, which is amazingly durable. So we're gonna grab that one, which is the non-lethal version. Get some more bobby pins there. Now I'm going to use my electro hacker, and hack this key reader so I can get in there and to turn the power on for my hatch, because it's locked. You could see that the power cord runs down through there and over there to that console. Oh dear.
That's the first fight I've won since primary school.
So
Actually,
we
I think it's
knocked
the
him
first fight
out.
I've been in since primary school.
Now he will probably wake up given enough time. So we're going to have to do something with him. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. Okay, let's hit the button. And there's our hatch is open now. Let's see. Oh, we're going to turn on our radio. Doesn't look like we can loot anything. Oh, I guess that's it. But let's go up in here. Check down our little duct work. Oh, we got a carrot, which is a nice food item. But we are going to pick up these rotten ones simply because some of them are going to be useful to us in crafting things that as we discover recipes for things. So once again, let's stop and take a moment, put everything away that we can. Like, I don't want to carry that. Like I said, that's a rotten potato. I'm going to put that away. And those rotten carrots, we're just going to keep the good carrot. Oh, and that's a dart. Darts are handy, but we got to put something on them so that they're useful. And right now we don't have any way of doing that. So let's exit.
The bridge. I've got to get to the bridge. In the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
So, that is our first objective, is to get to the train station. Now, one of the first things I want to do is, you notice we had that rather violent fellow. Now I'm going to put him someplace, namely inside the trunk of this car, and then I'll lock it so that way if he does wake up while we're still here on this island, he's not going to be able to come after us again. So, gotta get around the door here. And now, if I come over here with him and I toss him into the trunk, he just kind of curls up in there nicely. So now we're going to close it and lock it. So now he can't come back out. There's some berries.
They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub.
Yeah, like we're gonna find a pub real easy. Oh, here's another dead body, I think. Yeah, that's deceased.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
She doesn't have anything on her. Now, the thing is, I don't like keeping people who see dead bodies or even unconscious bodies. It tends to upset them. So I don't want to have them too close to where I am going to be. So I'm going to toss her over here so she's away from my little safe house here. And for the same reason, I'm going to go down and get the other body of Rupert. Because after all, he is deceased. He'll start to rot and smell, and I will more than likely be coming back here for one reason or another. And I just don't want to have to worry about a rotting corpse stashed here. Now let's see, I tossed her over there. Let's put him here too. There you go.
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke.
Well, let's see. Now over here, there's a watchtower, probably left over from the war. And there's a rusty shovel, which, believe me, we are going to need to have. I need to crouch to get in here. And we're going to come up this ladder. Now let's see. Oh, there's a rotten apple.
I hope this doesn't give me food poisoning.
And a couple dig spots and some darts, which again we can't really use. And without coating them with something, which we don't have any recipes to do. So let's go down our ladder. And then pop out of here. Now, according to our map, oops, I thought I turned that off. Now I turned it off. Our dig spot is right over here. So if we just go up this little path, you'll notice the little diamond there up on there on our taskbar. And we could see a chest. And now there's another rusty shovel, but we don't need the one. We got one already. I would like to get a better one, because this one's probably not that good. We're going to take all of that. Now, the last NPC, we found a skill book, so someone could drop something when they're attacking us because of that. Now, I'm not seeing... let's see. Let's go over here. Oh, and the phone is ringing.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden. The rabbit got into the garden.
Sounds like some sort of secret message.
Well, I don't think I've got enough to make a Jimmy bar yet, no. So we can't search the coin box. But we should be able to find some more here pretty soon. Let's poke around here a bit. Now there is, I believe that is a German, one of the drone bombs that flew over. So, can't do much with that at this point.
I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got it all figured out, but I will find you.
See, now we're entering the Garden District. And we do need to heal ourselves. So let's pick...
A Rose of Gilead. Percy told me about these. They're good for wounds and things.
So we need to craft some healing balm. Let me see if I could pick a few of these so we can make actually a few of them on our first go. Now these rowan berries, you could eat them, but they actually are part of a few other things, including the better quality healing balm, which is the medicated type. So I'm actually going to save those and not use them. I'll put those in my stash. Let's see. There's a few more over here. Now the blue currants, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Currants? I'm saying currants. Those are actually, they're not as filling, but you can eat those. They don't really become useful in any sort of recipes later on. Now again, pick up everything that I can. Which, even some things says rotten meat, which seems so useless.
What do you do when the memories come back?
And there's some tea. Okay, so what we need to do is make ourselves, we should be able to make ourselves, well, we could make quite a few here. There we go. Now you'll notice that's popped up down here when I hit the 1 key and change my, what's in my quick slot. That's now there. So let's hit the F key now. Oh, come on. I thought I held it long enough.
Works.
There we
I feel
go.
loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
No, Percy was not. Now, let's go over... No, I don't want to go that way because that was where my dig spot was at. Let's take that one out. I've got... Well, there's an abandoned house here I need to investigate, which is right here. Nothing much there. I don't see anything here. Let's try inside. Some metal bits. Oh, mechanical bits. Those have become quite handy fairly soon. And there's another syringe, rotten carrot, more rotten potatoes, and some shredded raincoats. I guess that's everything that we can get here.
A crib. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. When was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales? Like they couldn't remember their faces. Or they couldn't stand remembering them.
So obviously something happened to the children that really upset people. And somebody was scribbling some things there.
What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here.
And now we're hungry. Everything is quite alright, nighty-night, sleepy tight. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady. Well... so I need to eat something. I think we picked enough. We could eat our carrot, of course. Well...
oh, I feel awful.
oh dear.
I need an Exibite. Or failing that, some tea to make me throw up.
So we need to find... we can only get those at night, though. So... we'll have to wait until nighttime. Now we're going to have to contend with the fact that we're very nauseous. Now our nanny reported that the girl spoon would need her porridge. Oh dear. There's some metal bits. That means we can craft a Jimmy bar. Another disposable safe cracker. I don't see anything else here. Let's go ahead and make a Jimmy bar, though, which will be very useful to us as time progresses. Now, can I jump back over here? Oh, I made it. Wasn't sure if I would, considering the fact that I'm so nauseous. It really kind of affects you. Now...
a toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be.
well, I don't see anything else, but we got over here. Got some more mechanical bits. Oh, and we have both a dig spot and a pocket expansion kit. Now the pocket expansion kit will let us carry 2 more pounds. Exciting, isn't it? So I think I'm done in here now. But I need to go back to my safe house and sleep until nighttime so I can get some of the night blooming flowers so I can make my sick-up tea. Let's see. Go over here. Put everything away that we can. All of these. I don't want to carry any tea around with me because that probably has joy in it. I'm going to put those away too. And those, all those darts. I think that's, well, we found some branches. Put all those away. And the rocks. Okay. So let's sleep until evening, which that should do.
Sweet dreams, Arthur.
Now, technically, that did cure our food poisoning also. But it is important that we get those flowers. I'm going to run down here and get a drink of water. There we go. We're going to need to have that sick-up tea, just in case we do eat something that's, well, it's not good for us. So if we come out here now at night, we could see that there are some flowers blooming at night. So now we can make ourselves some sycup tea. There we go. And now I'm supposed to make myself throw up, which I probably will not be able to do. See, it doesn't want me to do that. So that's okay. Eventually we will have to do it. So we will finish that quest at that time. Let's go ahead and continue to collect whatever it is we can find here. Now then.